after I go over everything, I'm going to go ahead and show you a gameplay so we can run you through it, and then you can see everything in action. So in Ghost Watchers, you want to head over to the training base. After that, you want to come upstairs. When you come up here, it has everything that you're going to be doing, so you want to kind of go through it to make sure that you know what you're doing. So we'll start with the UV flashlight. You use it to determine the type of ghost. So this flashlight will help you find the hidden traces of the ghost. You'll be looking for bloodstains, footprints, baby footprints to be exact, or a pentagram. There's no marks on the floor here, but if you were to find it, you would open up here and you'd go to footprints and you would mark what you saw. Based on what you saw in here, it highlights what the ghost type could possibly be. Moving on. Emf Sensor. Use the Emf Sensor to determine the type of ghost. Check what the maximum voltage of the electromagnetic field is. So if you notice on this, you have the... Let me go over here. We can kind of just see it on the wall. You have red, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Then you have the lights on the top. You need to pay attention to see if it goes to the red 3. That's the only one that's going to ask for, versus just an EMF 5. So when you come in here, you see how you have an EMF 5, which is the lights on the top. The red 1 and 2 don't matter. That's not a part of it. It's the red 3 that's going to ask you about the reading. So when you're running out, make sure you look down at the red 3. Okay? And then with that, you'll go mark it in your book. So I don't want to listen to this thing the whole time. We're going to throw that over there. And then in the EMF, this is where you would mark it. If it was a 1 and a 2, a 3, 5, or just the red 3. The Ouija board. This is like the first thing that I just grab and I just throw it right into the doorway along with the voodoo doll. Those are the two things I just drop. I let those sit in the house the longest. The Ouija board is to determine the age of the ghost. Put the board on the floor and wait for the ghost to be nearby. After the ghost contacts the board, the pointer of it can start moving in a certain way. Depending on how it moves, that's how you'll mark it in your book. Well. There we go. And look, there's a baby footprint right there from the UV. Okay. So that is moving all over the place. So we'd come over here, go down to Ouija board. You have options of doesn't interact, moves from side to side, moves randomly. This one would be moves randomly. Okay. I'm looking for the voodoo doll. There it is. So that's the next thing that I would do. Use the doll to determine the mood of the ghost. Put the doll on the floor and wait for the ghost to be nearby at that moment of contact. It can rise or it can throw. I've not seen it throw yet. I've seen it rise. So all you do is just throw it on the floor. I put these two just right next to each other. That's about the first thing I do. And I just kind of keep going around looking for the ghost, and then I'll just kind of see these interactions. So that is just raise the doll. The throw, I have not seen it interact with yet. And just head on over here and you go to voodoo doll. Doesn't interact. Throws it. Raise it. That's it. Alright, so when I enter the house, the first thing I do is I throw down the voodoo doll, I throw down the Ouija board, I go right back out, and I will grab this and this. These are my two things that I'll go in with. The particle counter. Use the particle counter to determine the age of the ghost. Keep it in your hands. If the ghost is nearby, the particle counter starts measuring. Wait for the full measurement. The thermometer. Use the thermometer to determine the type of ghost. Just keep it in your hands and check the temperature change. So the reason that I put the particle counter away was because when I was talking, it was making a noise, and I want to point out the audio of this. So as you're running around the house, just opening up doors, turning on lights, turning on the water, keep this out because it's not always going to read. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll go up to a doorway. If I can't read it, I'll bring it a little bit closer. And as it's making this noise, it's going to go all the way up to 100%. Okay, once it hits 100%, it's going to give you your reading. Now, this does not happen as quick as it does in here. This actually takes a lot longer in the house, and you have to find the right spot in order to get that reading. So I just kind of keep it out as I'm walking around, and as soon as I hear it, I'll stop and let it boot as long as it can until it stops, and I'll pull the thermometer back out for a little bit. So in the particle counter, you would mark the readings that you just had, but it's also 500 to 1,000, and that's it. You only have two options, and that's with the ghost age. Now, the thermometer, for those of us who play, easy peasy. Oh, I threw them both down. So, when you have the thermometer out, you just walk around, and it'll read. Now, if it actually does get up to the 50 Celsius, that is its own reading. Okay, so I did see it get up to 50. I either look at the lowest or the highest. In this case, we had 50. Thermometer, -20 to -10, -5 to +5, +10 to +30, +45 to +55, which is right where we fell into because it did hit 50. So it's between the vampire and the demon. Okay, this is a video camera with motion sensor. You don't load in with this. You have to buy this when you're on site. So when you're in the trailer, there'll be a laptop, and this is where you can come to buy this item. This is actually really handy. You can just set it down and forget about it because it's on a motion sensor. Because it's on a tripod, it is more expensive. So all you have to do is come in the room anywhere you want, and you can just drop this down, and it will just rotate around the room, and it will film the ghost automatically. Now, when you're carrying a video camera, if the ghost is in the same room with you, your screen on the video camera will start to shake. That will let you know that you're really close to the ghost, and you probably need to leave that room. But for now, we're just going to set this here, and we'll show you how it works. Oh, I just... Okay, well, let's face it this way. Okay, well, it immediately turned around and faced the ghost. Because that's what it does. For those of us that can't afford the tripod, this is what you'll start with. You'll have just a normal video camera. Again, if it ghosts in the room, it will shake. If your objective is to catch the ghost on the video camera, you will need to physically have the ghost manifest in the house. It will not work if the ghost throws something and you don't see the ghost. That doesn't count. So if you have to catch him, you have to see him. The photo camera with the motion sensor, it's absolutely fantastic because it's got the tripod and it has the motion sensor. So you can just set the camera down and you can forget about it because the camera will rotate and capture the ghost all on its own. Again, if it shakes, the ghost is in the room with you. You should probably leave that room. I'll put the camera facing the wall, but you'll see it spins around towards the ghost and auto takes. For your starting items, you will have just your normal camera. You will have to go around and activate it and take your own pictures. This one also shakes if the ghost is nearby. Video camera with tripod. Put the video camera on the floor. If the ghost is near and in sight, the video camera automatically shoots it. Also, the video from the video camera is broadcasted in the van. Shows interference if a ghost is nearby. Also, all of your photos that you take do show up in the van. Okay. Again, all like motion activated. Anything on a tripod is really, really nice. But of course, it's more expensive. Photo camera with tripod. Put it on the floor. If the ghost is nearby, the camera automatically takes a picture. Number of frames is limited. Shows the interference if a ghost is nearby. So it doesn't matter where you face it. Oh, I lied. Does this one spin? In the house, I've seen these just spin. Oh, there you go. It took it. The lighting in the game is pretty good. If you jump over into the settings and you actually turn your brightness up, it's really good. You don't have to worry too much about the powerful flashlight versus the flashlight. You can wander around without a flashlight. In fact, there will be lots of times that you have to do this because as of right now, early access, you cannot hold a flashlight at the same time while you hold another item. So it's just the item, and then you can flip to the flashlight, and then you have to flip back to the item. So the difference between them. And that's why the brightness is a bit much on my game, is because I have it turned up all the way. Because I don't run around with a flashlight. I don't kind of see the point, because I have to carry so many things, and I can just see in the dark because I turn my brightness up. The lighter is used to light candles. There's objectives. You have to go around the house and light the candles in the house. It could be 3 candles. It can be 5 candles. And you have to go find them. So you have to carry the lighter to go do that. These are your different salts. So you have just regular salt. This is a protective item. If you throw salt at a ghost at the moment of attack, it scares it away. It does not protect against certain types of ghosts. Fire salt. This is a protective item. If you throw fire salt at a ghost at the moment of attack, it scares it away. Does not protect against certain types of ghosts. Holy salt. This is a protective item. If you throw holy salt at the ghost at the moment of attack, it scares him away. Does not protect against certain types of ghosts. You do need to know what type of ghost you're dealing with before you use the salt. So the holy salt has a blue glow. Then you have the fire salt, and then you have just regular salt that doesn't have really anything going on with it. But when you're in the van, you can definitely see the difference between holy salt and regular salt. So in order to use it, there's no point in throwing this. Well, you can, but there's really no point in throwing this until the ghost attacks you. I don't want to give you a spoiler. I'm just going to tell you, you'll know when that moment happens. When that moment happens in the game, that's when you're going to hit your, whatever it is, right now it's E, to use the item, and then it just throws it just like that. All it does. But again, you'll know when it's an attack. And then you would just, like that, and it just disintegrates. You might be able to get it if you throw it at the ghost's feet. Because there's objectives where you have to throw salt at the ghost. So you just want to aim it at the feet of the ghost when they're moving, and you got them. I've had better luck when the ghost attacks. I've nailed it every time versus trying to aim at the feet. Okay, these are the more advanced stuff that I've not dealt with in other ghost hunting games. And I'm actually quite thrilled that these are in here. So we have, let's go with the, let's go with this one. We have the danger detector. This is a supportive item. You put the detector on the floor. Upon contact with the ghost, the device will start beeping loudly. The green light means that the ghost is not planning to attack now. Orange, that the ghost is ready to attack. Red, that he is attacking. So, you just put this wherever, like you're walking past all the time. Wherever you find the most activity, just set that down. You can see the buttons. You have the green, you have the orange, and you have the red all on top. And that'll notify you of like what phase he's in. Okay. We have the motion sensor. Quite like this one. This is a supportive item. Put the motion sensor on the floor. If the ghost is nearby, the motion sensor starts beeping loudly and indicates with a beam which way the ghost is now. I think that's pretty spectacular because wherever he's at, this thing follows it. So I like that. No matter, like I said, no matter which way you are, it immediately has the laser beams go right to the ghost. plasma absorber. Now, you use this more towards the end of completing the level. You're not going to use this until after you know what the ghost is and after you've done the steps to weaken the ghost. This is towards the end. So this is a protective item. You put it on the floor. During close contact with the ghost, the plasma absorber will protect you from attack. After using it, it is recharged for several seconds. Does not protect against certain types of ghosts. So this is, like I said, more towards the end of the round. You will use this. After you know what the ghost is, and after you started already trying to weaken the ghost, and before you catch the ghost, because you can catch the ghost. So I'll set this here. You can see what it does. Put it a little bit further away, that way you have a better sight. Oh, it's just not going to work. It's not close enough. Yeah, that's probably because it just got used. Well, you'll know when you use this item. It emits like a really blue glow, and then you'll see the ectoplasma get sucked into the glass jar. Okay, so now this is the Withering Light. Again, this is used towards the end of the game. This is not something that you bring in first. You want to wait until after you know what the ghost is, and after you've started the weakening phase. So this is a protective item. Put it on the floor. When it is in contact with a ghost, the Withering Light protects you from attack. After using it, it is recharged for several seconds. It does not protect against certain types of ghosts. Yeah, so it blinds you. Lights up the house really nice, though. So those are the newest things, and I really quite enjoy all of the new types of things like that to hunt with. It's great. So we've gone over everything over here. We will jump into here. We have the Holy Water, the Golden Bomb, and the Silver Bomb. Holy Water is a protective item. If you throw the Holy Water at the ghost at the moment of attack, it will scare him away. Does not protect against certain types of ghosts. You really need to know what type of ghost you're dealing with in order to scare them away when they attack you. The Golden Bomb, it's a protective item. You throw the Golden Bomb at the point of attack. Does not protect against certain types of ghost. Silver Bomb, protective item. Throw a Silver Bomb at the ghost at the moment of attack. Does not protect against certain types of ghosts. So the point of attack, again, I don't want to do a spoiler, so you're just going to have to play the game. You'll know when the moment of attack happens. That's when you'll use this item. In the moment of an attack, you have time to switch the items in your hand to pull this out. So don't panic. If the ghost grabs you and you have your thermometer out, just rotate to your next items until you know that you're holding your Golden Bomb, and then throw the Golden Bomb at that time, and you won't die. Okay. So the Silver Bomb, the Golden Bomb, and the Holy Water. All of those things you want to do when the ghost is attacking you. You don't really want to throw them across the room. You're not always going to land that hit. All right, we have the statue, the incense, and the cross. Protective items across the board, all of them. You just hold the item in your hand. That's all you do. Depending on the type of ghost it is if it'll protect against you. So, let's look at these items. You look at the statue, you're going to see 3 ropes. The statue is going to protect you 3 times. The incense also has the little 3 ropes. It'll protect you 3 times. Same with the cross. 3 times. So when you come near the ghost, and he goes to attack you, you will lose one of the little strings, knowing that you have 2 more uses with the cross. Once the cross has been fully used up, it will completely disintegrate in your hand. Okay, so we have that. Throw those down as well. So know that your items all have markers on them that tell you exactly how many uses you have. Okay, so these are Holy Fire, Ritual Dagger, and the Ghost Catcher. So let's start with the Holy Fire. I'll go over it later. So the Holy Fire is a protective item. If you throw the Holy Fire at the moment of attack, it scares the ghost away. So as soon as you pick this up, it's going to light. Once you pick it up, do not press the use item key again, because you will throw the fire. So you want to just kind of maybe, you rotate it through your inventory, but don't use the item until it's time of attack. You can throw it across the room. Again, it's always best to use it in the moment of attack, but again, I don't want to give that spoiler away for you. But when you're ready, just throw it at the ghost. The dagger, I like this one. It's the Ritual Dagger, and you can make the ghost angry. Just, walk into the room, throw it down, and it angers the ghost. So you get more reactions out of them. I'm going to come to the ball here in a second. Okay, so now, I quite enjoy these flood lamp lights. Oh my gosh, they're wonderful. You just pop these bad boys down where you're constantly going like in and out, especially if you're in a bigger map. It'll help you find the main entrance. So I always just get one set, and I'll just put it at the main door, and I'll try to face it to where I can see it when I'm just roaming around, so I know that's where the trailer is. They're extra. You can buy them when you're in the trailer at the little laptop. Magic powder. This is a supportive item. You throw the powder on the floor and a bright spot will appear there. The ghost, having passed through the spot, will leave a visible trace behind. I've not used this in game yet. Okay, so it's just like a little UV light. Okay. It's like if you put salt down, and they put like a footprint in the salt. Okay. The radio. Use this to determine the mood of the ghost. Keep it in your hands or put it on the floor. A ghost will sometimes make sounds heard through the walkie-talkie. There's only two things that's going to happen. They're going to cry or they're going to growl. So as soon as you get a reaction on it, you can open this up. You're going to head on down to the radio. You're going to choose whether they cried or whether it was a growl. That's it. The growl, to me, it made me laugh, so it was very interesting. You can tell the difference between the cry and the growl pretty well. I almost missed the crying. I thought it was just like the ambient noise, so you definitely want to pay attention to the crying. I didn't realize that was coming from the radio because it was on the floor. Ghost, tell me about yourself. And the ghost does not interact quickly, so I'll set that there and we'll see what we get later. There's only certain lines that you can say for the ghost to react. So when you open up your tab, you come in here, you go to the encyclopedia, and it tells you phrases. These are the phrases that you can say in order for the ghost to react to what you're talking about. So if you have the radio, you can say, "Ghost, can you talk? Give us a sign. We are friends. I am friendly. We will catch you. I will catch you. Ghost, tell about yourself. Ghost, show yourself. Ghost, take a voodoo doll." Okay? Now, at the very end, once you know the ghost, you've weakened the ghost, you've done all of the steps to weaken the ghost, this is your last one. You can catch the ghost. So it's an item for catching a ghost. To catch the ghost, it needs to be completely weakened. To do this, use the weakened list in the correct order. When the ghost is completely weakened, just throw the catcher at it. A bright flash will follow, and the ghost will be caught. So you just pick it up. We call it the Pokeball. And you just go in there and you just antagonize the ghost. When the ghost appears, you just hit the E for me and you just use the item. The thing is that I'm seeing is that it doesn't always land correctly. So you have to go pick it up and then throw it at the ghost again. So the first throw might not land, but you just throw it. That's it. But yeah, you just throw it, and then when it hits in the right spot, it'll just automatically open, and then you'll be good to go. It'll suck the ghost in, and presto. Okay, so we have gone over all of this stuff. Let's make sure. That quick walkthrough. All right. So now I'm going to explain the different types of ghosts. So if you don't want to know the types of ghosts and you just kind of want to be surprised and do the research, you don't have to watch this next part. So if you go downstairs, every ghost that you catch is going to be displayed. So when somebody in your team dies and they see the ghost, you know exactly what ghost you're dealing with. So if they die and they're like, okay, it's darkness, you no longer have to do all of the steps to find what the killer is, or killer. Sorry, Dead by Daylight talking there. You don't have to find out what the ghost is because they know. So this is in the order that you've found the ghosts already. Okay, so let's start over here. So if you are in the house and you see this and it grabs you or anything like that, this is the poltergeist. Once you see it, you know the type of ghost. You no longer need to continue looking for what type of ghost it is. Now you can just go right to, let me go back. You can do whatever you want. Let's just pick the poltergeist. And you can, now you want to get the ghost age. That does, and you want to get the ghost mood. You really do. You weaken the ghost, and then these are the steps that you have to do in order. So you have to go open all of the doors, bring the voodoo doll in, throw fire salt, do a silver bomb, and then catch the ghost in order. So, like I said, once you know what the ghost is, you can then move on to the next steps. This is what the gallows looks like. These are absolutely fantastic. They did such a great job with these. This is the baby, the child, the drowned. Trying to get the face in there a little bit more. Okay, this is darkness. He's the one that he creeps me out the most. Okay, the vampire. This one was actually a lot of fun going up against. I quite enjoyed her. Oh yeah, the demon. He is the worst one. He's the hardest one to go up against. He was utterly fantastic. I don't want to ruin anything, so you just, when you go up against him, you'll see. And that's all of them. These two have not been put in yet. Now, every ghost has a different way to catch them. Every ghost has a different thing that they can't be attacked against. So be very careful with what protective item that you're carrying on you. The first thing, like I said, the first thing I do is I grab the Ouija board and the voodoo doll. I throw those down in the foyer. I go back. I grab my supplies. I run around with the thermometer and the particle counter. Those are my main two. From there, I don't care. I'll just grab whatever. And then I just go around, open all the doors, and turn on all the lights, and I turn on the water, because those seem to be some of the objectives. That's not always the objectives, but that's some of them.
Open all the doors and open all the taps on the location.
Alright. Here we go. I
have the thermometer and the particle counter.
Use the danger detector.
I should be carrying.
I got the danger detector. I like how the price of the danger detector is not offset by the frickin' challenge. Oh, he broke the lights.
Oh yeah, taps.
Gotta go upstairs too, remember?
Yep.
Open all doors. I still gotta open all doors.
I turned on one tap.
Thanks.
I'm gonna bring in the nightlight.
Alright,
all
the
the
particle
touch.
counter is 100 to 500.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I had 12 and 11. 9, here we go.
100 to 500?
Yes, 100 to 500. The temperature is negative 15.
We got the mirror over here in the kitchen.
Okay. So we got the doors, the taps, all done.
You said the temperature was negative 15, negative 12?
Yes, negative 15.
Oh, gallows are drowned. And what was the particle?
100 to 500.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find some footprints somewhere.
Checking the basement for the temps. But I think we're good on the temps. Okay.
EMF is 3.
Okay, the ghost in the mirror is upstairs. The ghost is upstairs.
Gallows.
Coming downstairs. The ghost will be coming downstairs. Oh, I still have the mirror. Take your mirror.
Gallows had an affinity
I'm sorry, what was the EMF
Crosses.
sensor?
cross.
3.
Okay. I need to go get a cross.
I have one.
I don't have one yet though.
Alright. Has anything happened with the Ouija board and the voodoo doll?
Not yet.
Radio?
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay. Ghost is in the basement?
Ghost, get a voodoo doll.
Ghost, take the voodoo doll.
We are friendly.
Speak
I
for
will catch
yourself.
you.
And he's not in the mirror anymore? Okay. I'm getting dragged. I'm going to the basement. Okay, here I come.
I don't see any footprints anywhere.
Let's check that bathroom over here.
Okay, the ghost is moving, just went upstairs.
Nothing.
Okay, then the hallway upstairs.
Oh, I'm being dragged.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, he's throwing me outside.
Okay, then you're good. We like the outside. Ghost, take a voodoo doll. The Ouija board is moving side to side.
So he's
So
average.
average. So
Still not seeing any footprints.
okay.
I'm just putting does not leave traces.
Alright, side to side. Particles, footprints, does not leave traces, average. So we're missing radio and voodoo doll.
Ghost, tell us about yourself.
I got pulled.
See, I keep thinking he's gonna grab me because I have the mirror. You're going outside. We're good. Okay. The mirror's on the floor if you want to look at it. Ghost, take a voodoo doll.
I want to say he doesn't interact.
Give it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll try silent.
I'm ready for you, ghosty poo. Who's he getting? Who's he getting? Oh, nobody. Okay. Ghost, tell us a story. the...
Show yourself.
There's a hallway light switch somewhere. What? He's on me!
You guys are crying?
He licked
Yeah.
me.
Yep,
Crying.
yep.
Oh, yep, we've got crying.
Yeah, just missing the voodoo now.
I got does not interact, so I got him
Concerned.
as concerned.
Light 3 candles. I'll get the holy water.
I have holy water on me. Here, you can take it.
Can you set it down without throwing it?
Yep.
Very nice, thank you. Alright, if you'll do your candle lighting.
I'll get the fire salts.
Let me grab it. The same button. It's the same button. But I'll go buy another holy water. I took his mirror. Not happy with me. Holy water. Okay. I have to pick it up. Okay, I'm coming in with the holy water.
Incense.
I have your ghost mirror. Come and get it. Come and get it.
Does somebody have the incense?
No.
I have one of the. I have it,
Okay.
and I got the fire
You gonna
salts
attack
too.
me? You gonna attack me? Come and get me. Bam. Okay. Fire salt. Very nice.
Now we're
Alright.
just missing the incense.
Incense and then catch a ghost. I'll get the Pokeball.
Okay.
Grab the mirror. And it's right here. I throw it on the floor.
I'm going.
And it'll go for you.
Okay, mirror.
And just keep holding it until he grabs you and then you're good.
That's the kind of grab I wanted. Going to the basement.
Okay, I've got the doors open
He
for
scared
you.
huh?
Me?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No.
It wasn't the kind of grab that I wanted to get.
Right?
Okay, there's again.
Mm.
Get out of here.
Walk in front.
I'm trying. As long as you're holding the mirror, I think he's got you. Like he'll go for you first. He didn't go?
Oh, he stopped. No, he stopped.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he grabbed me again. Going upstairs. To the bedroom this time. Hey, dude,
Oh
what's
shit! He's right in front of you.
Yeah, he just keeps grabbing me. He's not really coming at me.
Ooh. I wonder. I'm gonna try something before we capture him.
Okay, that's fine.
Ritual dagger.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, make him angry.
Remember, it's left click, not right click.
Yeah, the right click drops for me.
Yeah. Here, he's coming. Got him.
Very nice. Okay. Make him
going
angry.
upstairs. Oh wait, did that work?
Yeah.
What does that do?
The
What do
green
you mean?
means that worked. It's supposed to enrage the spirit.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
Well,
I guess we'll go find his ass.
he's upstairs.
Don't make him angry. Oh, I hear him.
Over here.
Where?
Right.
Here.
Gotcha, bitch! Good job!